Hello, sir. Is it Man Banju? Thanks for coming. So I have a quick one to do here. Mr. Kitabu, how was your New Year's? Yeah, hopefully I'll New Year's Jammeh. Kampung, I saw your call the other day, but I was really busy, man. Okay, among times to get back to you. I had a medical emergency, family member lately, so I don't problem with it. But I hope you're good. Okay, I hope you're alright. So I don't remember listening right now. If my voice is okay, I'll come more clearly. Give me a nice thumbs up, eh? Just a little quick thumbs up to show me that everything is fine. Yeah, I'll appreciate that. Okay, I'll appreciate that. Alaji Kande, how was Allah Jammeh, Allah Sumaya, Allah Freezer. I know we're enjoying here. It's just traffic. It's nasty, but other than traffic, it's a bit alhamdulillah. Guy traffic la bukatano but be alhamdulillah. It's been pretty good today. Thank you, Abdul. It's always good to link up, you know. Yeah, I hope you guys are fine. Guy bimu sangkudo, guy sangkudo. Baga ngana kajanin kajando you know. That's yeah. Anyway, well, I'll just jump to these issues right now. Hey, Mr. Ghako, it's been a minute, man, since you went to Canada. Can't let it dig it. Yang lahu si freezer be. It's good. Okay, it's good. Eh, Karamo, famo Canada. Okay, famo Canada. Mari ngomong burda gambele mabo. Mr. Savannah, alhamdulillah, it's good to see you too, man. Famo Canada bahel, naham kuala kasih ni beja mom. Gaya jam, gambele mom funggol, gaya dingkaba. Yang kuala kasih so you know. Bro, bukan hanya for you know, Canada. It's a nice place, eh? Yeah, I would like to visit there one time. I have family in Vancouver. You know, now I'm saying I have no problem. You know, it's too cold. It's not summertime, man. Said. Marabi, yeah, it's good to see you too, brother. Famo Canada, back. I'm famada Nalajana, you know. Go, there's a MVP la national mobilisation de l'objet, Madiba. As an MVP mobilizer here called Madiba as Kasama. I don't know right hand man. I feel like I'm more distorted. Yeah, hey, Pfizer, check your Chinese food. Send food in Bonnie in and Bolu. Everybody say my voice is fine. So check your Chinese whatever iPhone. Madiba, what you put it at the ila advice. You understand? Yo, we part of the B. We never do that. All right, guys. Thanks. Allah barako. Let me just get to the in about time that you holiday to Mangana Dominic Fojan. I guess. We Jamal Tambida cool theater. You know. Water because so it's a company once in a while. It's beginning of the year. Some crew mana kaja demanding. You know, because you say very bad sometimes. You understand? Cool kashia. But once in a while we come out and speak and talk to people, interact. You understand? Ask questions. Live. You can type questions if you wanna. You know, ask me anything, whatever. You anyway. Yeah, so I just done some few things here, you know. Basically, some kudo, but some going review. KGB, Kujamala Temperature. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒍 21 December. Kujamaka. So we nyanta follow the way forward. Feelings towards Mankata, you know, how we feel about the whole process, the you know, the results, the malpractices that we believed took place, and how we felt about it, and you know, tried our court systems, blah blah blah. We move on, you know. The country has to move on, you know. We so some of some New Year. I wish you all a happy New Year. Alama 2023 much better one than mentamida. Sang kolambal tamida, especially Jammeh. Cool tough tobacco, you know, the remnants of COVID and economy, war, you know, there's so many things around the world may affect back, you know. So Bandula, we came through a few events, yeah. After fending for demanding, because as no matter what happens, na democracy, we cannot follow economy o kan mo be ala la bulu fenema be kiri mel ko dal kolere ne dal dum man fenema je in future membe pol fisan la. Thank you, Mr. Joe. How you doing? Yeah, we went through a rough patch, you know. Last year was really tough, and at the latter end of December, we all saw what happened. Even though throughout the year we saw episodes of our freedom, our democracy coming under attack, and last time I made a post called "Democracy is messy sometimes. Democracy is ugly sometimes. Democracy is loud. Democracy is an unending process. It's always happening, always evolving, always refining. You understand? It's not a one, you know, station dogma that just stays there forever. You know, it needs constant evaluation, constant testing, constant vigilance, and constant guarding of putting our guards up. Nobody tries to, because you know there's a lot of things that are going wrong. You know, but one thing we cannot let go. Our democracy, our freedom of speech, you know, freedom of expression. We fought for it. For that. You know, the economy, the money, the different thing. All those things can go haywire here and there. But when it comes to civil liberties, nobody come into our doors, and you know those things we really have to fight to keep it. And Mazakunda, just like human nature, you know, because they're human beings. The human nature, they always want to go excess. That's the human nature. You know, every time You give them a mile, they want to take a kilometer or whatever. You give them an inch, they want to take a yard. You give them a yard, they want to take a mile. That's just the way they are, especially in Libya Masakunda. So it's upon us, it's incumbent upon us to stand firm, united, understand, to make sure our rights and freedoms are not trampled upon. Media right now, they will want to be like how Jammeh was. The way Jammeh was very nice, huh? Mendiare yake, mendiare way yo mandi, mendiare way ta president, mendiare way finti. It is basically ita alamala. You understand? Mendiare way day, mendiare way finti. So, hani many kaka no fong, many ko actional implemented jungle and informal. At some point, they also became victims of that same system. So, ni ba kono ka dia, ita kare samba yo ma wajana yo. But when it's your turn, if I don't do problem. So by the honey America act, the people that are the main actors of that bad governance and things like that, it also at some point they became victims. So collectively, Mohamed Sabali was the last episode. Mari Jawade was here and all these people. But Sabali was the last one, so we'll talk a little bit about that too. You understand? And I was glad to bring Sabali the same wavelength politically. They stood up. Other people, they are civil society, they are UDP people. Because they know this is our last hope. Our economy can go haywire, poro jahasi bam bam bam, but nanidyo, our right to stand up and be human beings. You understand? As long as basically it's within the responsible civic settings. We'll need to protect that. So Sabali was one of the victims lately. We'll look at the last one. Gambino Bewulta, and then they had one voice. They said, well, this cannot happen. And then we put pressure, on government. They try to justify their phone call with some bogus coup, which is another story. Anyway, but alhamdulillah, more of voice and our collective efforts, our collective pressure paid dividends, and Sabali was let go, And Sabali was not going to be the last person if a man trial. Like I said, government, they are also human beings. Human beings, their natural inclination is always to go to the excess. And then you'll keep trying and see what they can get away with. About try. So the more they get pushbacks, the more they retreat. The more they get pushback, the more they retreat. But near try a water, they will try another one, try until it becomes a full-blown, you bet telephone you bet the phone, hey, I can't carry to I cannot forget that past that we left, you more call to Abu for that. And he guy banku boy, man, nobody was here, boy, I can't even the telephone, mobile. So to go back to that, it's a very easy thing to happen. It can happen again. Don't think of how old as a kino. It just have to require us, everybody again, standing up and then fighting. Kajoko is never gonna come back. But ningam bulo reko ha karimu yudiblo de karimu doyle there's a risk that it can come back again and haunt us. And so I was happy that Mobi would sabali lokul from Konyama Keller. So mbemo be incorrect that hanna kata mo de inem agree doing ko whatever, just do the right thing, do the right thing and then speak up, because it might be your own life you're saving. Okay, so now I want to touch on, I said something here, just something called where are we heading. Saying 2023 basically, what is the future, what are we looking at? I just sat today, you see that I'm mirror back, I'm sitting there upstairs, and I started thinking, even though once this this news came out called economic from going to extend mandate until 2024. That's going to be what, about 8 years, right, since economic came here, and right now it's 6 years ago. And I started thinking, because that has to do with economic thing, that has to do with our sovereignty. There's so many things happening, but you know, you always have hope. Maybe alhamdulillah, we'll start seeing the drawdown. Understand? We'll see gradually. You can see our own government falling into our own hands. But bringing in this 2024, it just broke my heart. It's not just a matter of economic staying. It's not as simple as that. It's a symptom of a deeper problem, a much deeper issue. Economic extended stay here after 6 years already. You know, when they came here, they came with a mandate. We're gonna give borrowed time to implement, you know, extensive security sector reforms, and you know, reform our security sector, our military, and also the police. You know, the entire security. So that way, we can have a new security sector that's going to be responsive to Gambians and our leadership in our country. A much more refined leadership, a much more professional security force. This was what we anticipated in 2017. We were all happy, we were all glad that finally we will have something that you know that we can all be proud of. Our army, our police, you know, and working for us. 6 years went by, unfortunately, due to many reasons. So some of it has to do with political expediency, because now I remember when it was time to implement some of the security sector reforms, there was a lot of political joking happening, because Barrow and his people keep thinking, okay, if we do this, ninga ninke for you could come follow, understand? Or Jana Molo come follow, ning Seto Karibe come follow. That make them, you know, think that we can't implement this thing because nyake la dol become fala, ide dol become fala, or model become fala. Then when it's time for elections, it can refer. Once the calculation got into the whole issue, that the security sector reform basically just died, because let's face it, some of the things that happen, or cleaning menya the obviously that's natural. It's gonna affect a little more on one side. It's gonna, you know, they'll be that. But as a leader, you can't always think like that. Sometimes some of these things are not gonna be very popular in your political experience. You come in for many country fight and anything. So the whole jockeying to get the phone vote, thinking way could be fanyamako. Men claiming man clean law. Also, men the check like I remember I'm gonna call Bondige or the Kenola was here calculating 24 hours. How do I get this, you know, to the phone, this phone vote? Which is very unfortunate. This was a calculation all the way down to the president himself going to Kanilai and, you know, presenting himself as this friend of Jammeh, blah blah blah. It backfired, of course. You know, it didn't pay the dividend that he expected, but the damage was already done. And then now we are here. 6 years down the line, economic are still extending another 2 years. I made a post just this morning, because if you go to State House or National whatever, National Guard or State Guard, whatever, you go there, unless you are blind, all you're gonna see basically is Senegal. Senegal has everything. You know, they are everywhere in our State House. They know everything, and their extended stay in this country, what it means, Dolo as a country now, this is reality. We do not have anything that has to do with state secrets, like national, because every country, even Kordal, even our own homes where we live, not Kordal, no for them. You know, the reason why this Kordal, they are still standing the families are still together, the wives and husbands are together in a home, in a household, is because of sutura. Secrets. There are things that has to be you. You understand? Every household has a secret. We all have our, even marriages. You can't know everything. There are things that nobody should know. Nobody will ever know that are keeping your family together. So it starts from the homes. As a country also, what keeps a country, what makes a country is secrets. That's why in America or most countries, leaking state secrets is tantamount to basically treason. Some places will even put the death penalty on you, leaking state secrets. Countries like China, they will kill you. America also, they will put severe, they will probably not, kill you, or you're not going to be subject to a death penalty, but you will go through a very, very severe punishment for leaking or exposing national classified state secrets. Because there's no country without state secrets. And I'm afraid right now, we do not have state secrets. You understand? Mr. Jammeh, you said Babakar, not necessarily for your votes, it's more about Jammeh awareness with across the entire country. I understand. But the target was mostly for the, I understand what you're saying, the MLOs everywhere, Jaraki and blah, blah, blah. But their main target was not that. That's what I'm just saying. That was their political calculation. So anyway, but I digress. So going back to what I'm saying, so there's no country without state secrets. As we speak, this is my personal view. I don't think we have anything right now that resembles any state secret. Senegal knows everything about us. Our state house from top to bottom, every corner, every communication, they know everything. They know everywhere, anywhere, basically everywhere that we have our weapons or our national security, military knowledge, everything. Our weapons caches, weapons depots, everything. There's nothing that they don't know. They solve it, everything. They live here now. They're breathing with us. They are in our state house. They're close to our president. They're the last people you see, Senegalese, before you see the president, security-wise, protocols. This is the last person you're gonna set eyes on before you set the president is gonna be the Senegalese. Senegalese that swore allegiance to another country. So these are very critical issues that people don't even think about. The last person, if you go to State House, you go through all the protocols, check your back, security, blah, blah, blah. All the way down to the president, it's all people that says, I pledge allegiance to the flag of Senegal. You can see, you can hide behind economic and all this nonsense, but the fact of the matter is, they swore allegiance to the flag of Senegal. These are the issues we are dealing with. So I don't know if we think about this properly. I do, and it bothers me a lot. Because now, even after we leave, Baroli, he's gonna go at some point. Okay? He can't be there forever. It depends on what the next constitution says, blah, blah, blah. But you're gonna leave. So what the question I ask him today is, what country are you trying to leave us? Let's say today I am the president today. I am voting as the president of the Gambia after Barrow leaves. How do you want to live in the State House? And if any president is smart or thinks critically, you will not step foot in that State House, even after 5 years. Nope. So I don't care how much you want to sweep that place for bugs, spy equipments, all this, highly advanced spy equipments, right? It can be anywhere, under the table, inside the walls of the president's conference room. So many things they can do. You would not know. So you can be there as a president and you're everything that you're even, Senegal knows it, then you are not a president. There's no country that's gonna live like that and you call yourself a country. No. So countries are built on secrets, good or bad, ugly or beautiful. We all have secrets. We all have secrets. They are not all beautiful. They are not all nice. They are not all good. But they're, it is secrets. It's what keeps families, countries, and homes together. As we speak, I do not believe we have any. I just made a post about it. Our national development strategies. These are things that move the country. These are things when citizens or the government sits. Can you close the door? Please. Main door, yeah? 1 second, please. Sorry, guys. I had to clear some noise. I'm in the office right now, so. Anyway. What this extended stay of academic has done to us is beyond. So yeah, what I was saying again. Our national development strategies. These are secrets. These are things that people think about. Our government say, okay, this is what we're going to do in the next 5 years. This is where we want to reach in the next 10 years. These are plans for our, how we're going to regain our advantage in the sub-region, with the sub-regional, how do you call it, re-export trade, all these strategies to make Gambia competitive, to make Gambia stand and say, we have a very unique country, we have a very competitive country, we have a very advantageous country geographically. If we use our brains, Senegal will kiss our behind. We're not even going to be on the same level. But even if we think about a plan today and we say this is what we're going to do to take this market from Senegal, the Malian market, the Guinea-Bissau market, the Conakry market, blah, 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 all these things, right? These are secrets. These are things that we intend to do to regain control of our economy, right? Our ports. Let's say we want to sign a new deal with some Dubai company to come and get our ports, make our ports 10 times more effective. That will kill Senegal. So if you have all these things ready and Senegal knows about it, because they will know. As we speak, I don't care what you think you're doing right there, Senegal will know. You think they will sit down and watch you go and build a dry port in Basse or Kuntawur that will kill them with the Mali trade, because now you're getting containers from Banjul, drive them to Kuntawur, boom, Kuntawur come or Basse, the Malian trucks get it from Basse, cutting about 300-400 kilometers of their trade, making them more profitable. They will never go to Senegal. Senegal will not let you implement that project. Nope. So they will do everything they can to sabotage you. Maki will do that. Sonko will, anybody, because any Senegalese citizen, Senegalese president who is in the right mind would not let Gambia go through certain economic revivals. Because the way we are located. So at this point, we don't have strategic national economic development agendas that are secret. No. Classified. No. Anything is in the open. Our security is in the open. Our economy is in the open. Our strategies are in the open. National development plan, blah, blah, blah. Before you even write it down, boom, somebody already know about it. And they are sitting there waiting for you to counter you at this place, at this junction. You bring up this proposal, no. We'll definitely, boom, boom, they persuade you. They make, make it complicated for you. That's done. And so you'll never reach your full potential. How are we going to get that? If we have secrets. We can develop these plans in secret, top level. 2-3 people only know about it. Develop it, prepare it, and then when it's time for implementation, boom, implement it. Senegal has no room to counter. This is how you win. It's a game. Everybody for their country. I don't care what nobody make new big new Benin, Senegal, Gambia, bullshit. Bullshit. It's all lies. It's a game. Everybody for your own. That's how countries run. No country is gonna sit here and see a competitive advantage going to another country and then they're happy about it. No. Don't ever believe that nonsense. Senegal, you're better than, well, yeah. Benachin, Mal or whatever. Yeah, follow him there. Nothing more. Don't let anybody fool you. So yes, no national security secrets. They know everything about us, all our weapons, all our depots, military constellations, how many men we have, what kind of weapons they have, what is their capability, their training, their understanding, their experience, how long they can last, how long they cannot do this. They know everything. Our security, our president, our secrets, everything. This is where we are right now. This is not political. You don't have to be UDP to think about this. That's what I asked the president today. Are you thinking? So when you leave power today, what are you? Let's say I'm the one coming after the President Barrow. What is he leaving me? Take me out of the question. In fact, let me just not even me, but the next president that's coming is going to be the president of President Barrow's children, right? Mahmoud and the other kids. The next president is coming, the next administration that's coming is going to be the administration of President Barrow's children. Okay? What is he leaving with those kids? His own kids, not me anymore. I'm pushing it back to him. His children. Does he want his children to live in a country of no secrets, no national strategy issues, nothing, just open? Anybody can come and do whatever they want, sabotage how much anyhow they want, and then go their way. How will we ever grow? How would his children ever flourish in this country and be somebody when we don't even know? We just hear. That is what he's leaving us. So the next president is going to sit here and start counting his thumbs like, oh, what's going on? Everything I say is out there. Everything we talk about here, tomorrow Senegal is counted. Everything we do, nothing is a secret anymore. This is the dilemma for the next president that's coming. So that's why that next president who's coming after Barrow has to be an extremely intelligent human being. We cannot fail. A highly experienced international negotiator who has worked in highly complex or highly sophisticated international organizations that have dealt with high-level negotiations, diplomacy. We need those kind of caliber of presidents, because if you don't have that, now you have to, all of a sudden now you have to deal with Senegal. They already know your country, they already know everything. Now you're going to come with your national development plans, your strategies to make Gambia competitive, as any president would do. Okay? I will do, anybody will do. Okay? Ka Gambia ke bangote me alonko as a sembo soto. Now you have to deal with Senegal, because every move that you make is not an advantage for Senegal. Let's say my number one priority would be to abstract, to retract back Gambia's competitive advantage when it comes to the sub-regional trade. I want to control the Mali trade. Every product that comes from Mali comes through my port. I can live on that. Gambia can live on that forever. We don't even need oil anymore. Just Mali alone. The money we can get from Mali, getting all their products from Gambia, that alone can take care of our problem, our budget, everything. Just one country. The Guinea-Conakry, the Guinea-Bissau, Burkina Faso, all of these sub-regional countries, I will try to tap into their market, their petroleum, their cement, rods, corrugates, food, oil, cooking oil, mano, everything. come from Gambia. Because what I will do is I will extend. We will try to extend a substation of the Gambia ports, build one in Bassen, somewhere anywhere that the river can navigate. We can have a barge, a small boat, tugboat that will pull a barge full with containers that are meant for Mali. So the Malian trucks and Guinean trucks don't have to come to Banjul. They just stop in Basse, get all their products and then go. Now, they don't have to go to Senegal because it's shorter distance. They don't have to go to Banjul, it's shorter distance. And the Banjul port can just do the Casamance and Guinea-Bissau, boom, boom. Before you know. But this strategy, if you want to implement this, you're going to have to clash with Senegal. But they will try things like making the border difficult for the Malian trucks to navigate from Basse to Tambacounda, crossing the Kai. They will try these kind of things. But then we have ECOWAS here. We have the ECOWAS protocol to protect us. But now, do we have the right people, the right president, to look at Senegal in the eye and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? We're cool. We are brothers and everything, but you can't do that. ECOWAS protocol says I can move free movement of goods and services, humans, goods and people across borders. So don't try to stifle these Malian trucks in Tambacounda, making them look like Gambia is not a good place for them. So you have to confront Senegal at some point. But this has to be very, this is not an easy thing to do. Because Senegal is used to this now. They're used to enjoying all this, come to Gambia, like 𝒂𝒊𝒏, bring your products, just dump it in the ports, don't pay nothing, take it out, do whatever you want. Now, all of a sudden, we're gonna have to tell 𝒂𝒊𝒏, hey, now you have to pay. Your time of enjoying free whatever duty waivers is over. You've enjoyed 5, 6 years of 10 years of duty waiver. What do you want anymore? Now you want your products here? You want to bring your products to Gambia and then import to Conakry? Fine, pay. He's not gonna let that privilege go easily. So again, you need people with brains to navigate these complexities. See, because they can Senegal can also say, okay, we are giving you electricity, right? The North Bank, Senelec, we're giving you electricity, the whole North Bank. Okay? You can just pull the plug. In your country, people go crazy. Now there's no electricity in Farmine, Janasoma, Kawur, Kuntawa, boom, boom, boom. They could also do that. But we also have the bridge, the Iletenda Bambatenda bridge. Okay? Yes, this guy also mentioned KNK Motor Tankular strategic location. Yes, but if you can go 100 more kilometers further down, that's less 100 kilometers that the Malian trucks will take. So it makes Basse and Kuntau area much more attractive. So yes, Kian Tankular, like Mr. Kodemasa said, it's a good idea. But at the same time, if you can go further with tugboats and a barge, you are taking advantage. We have 400 kilometers of navigable water. This is it's a huge advantage that we haven't tapped into it. But anytime we intend to tap into that, know that somebody's not going to be happy. So if we have a president that is beholden to Senegal in their hands, everything, the security, everything in their hands, how would that president ever have what it takes to say, I'm going to build this? No, you can't. You can't. So we will keep losing. Unfortunately, we will keep losing until Barrow is out of here. There's no way, maybe, I might be surprised, but I'm not counting on it. The way we are within the palms of Senegal, Senegal is more than but kolera pun ngam fan kanande bunno ka kol kem fay men ko wolente fanana bandit. You understand? Last time KKB went to the KKB Barrow, the deputy at ECOWAS Parliament, he was complaining that Senegal kept calling 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏 or Brigioning, Iletenda Bamata 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 Senegal, basically. So he to that point. Bridge remember ya from that. we go make like you know. So yeah, all this nonsense. So, but how do you stop this when your entire existence is in the hands of somebody, the one that's paying, that's providing security for you? You know. So these are these things that are keeping me awake. Moving forward, I think about it. I can't sleep, and this is not political. When I remember for them, this is not even about UDP. Whatever. Anybody can make sense out of this, whether you are UDP or you are MPP, DOI, you know. But what I'm saying here is non-political. It's entirely about what's right, what should happen, and where we are today. I get it. Yeah, that's why I wrote that post in the morning today, and I asked many questions on that. You know, let me review it again from idea, because I kind of forgot exactly what. Oh, sorry. About what's right. Let me see. Yeah. No classified state secrets, no classified strategic national development plans, no competitive port. Our port is gone. And even Gambians are taking all their products to Senegal now. They have no choice. It's faster, it's cheaper. So what? How do we get that back? And but any time you make a move to regain control of your port or your competitive advantage of your port, Senegal will not sit here and watch you. Don't even think about that. It's not good for them. They are also fighting for their national interests. Yeah? Don't forget that. This whole Mbokaling nonsense is all nonsense. They are, so if I'm Maki, I'll do the same thing. If I see Barrow want to bring these investors and these big companies to take the port and make the port this ultra-modern, beautiful port, no! Because I know the repercussions as Macky Sall. What I'm enjoying with Mali and all these countries getting their products from Dakar is going to go away. Because Gambia is shorter distance, less bureaucratic, and probably going to be cheaper. No, so I will do whatever I can to distract you, to disrupt you, to sabotage you, or to do whatever I can to make sure you don't get that port. Point an example that Dubai World, like I talked about last year, Dubai World port thing. They came here to take advantage of, to take our ports, you know, and you know, we have a BOT, build, operate, and transfer, right? They operate for 30 years. We get 30%. After 30 years, we get full ownership of the port. But that 30% we're gonna get will be more than 100% ownership that we have right now, because the efficiency is gonna go over the roof. It's gonna be so fast, so efficient. Boom, boom, get out. You know, fast business, money, people making money, truckers making money, companies making money, client agents making, everybody making money. Prosperity everywhere, creating jobs, construction. They're gonna spend $1 billion dollars, construction money here. Talent, experts, you know, so many advantages. We lost the deal. What happened? We lost the deal. 1 year later, Senegal signed that same deal in some place called, I don't know, 50 kilometers south of Dakar, close to the Gambia border. 1 year later, well, 2017 to 2019. 22, about 2 years later, they signed the deal. Another 1.1 billion actually this time. So second port by Dubai World Ports, we should have got. We lost it. You think we lost that because Senegal didn't play a part? I'm not going to tell you exactly what part they played, but yeah. They know about it. Things happen. If I was Macky Sall, I wouldn't let that deal happen either. Yep. That's what Macky should do. So don't blame Macky here. I don't care. Whatever Macky did, don't blame Macky. That's what patriots do. When you love your country, you do whatever it takes. Like America, they tell you, they are very unapologetic about their interests. They tell you, karama, plain sight, American interests. Oh yeah, you can say whatever you want to say about America, oil, blah, blah, they want to go to war for it. Yes. Yeah, we go to war sometimes for money, for oil, because oil is what? National security. Yeah, oil is national security. So the more you have, the more you can say F you to other countries and do whatever you want. So yeah, it's called national interest. This is what countries do. This is what Senegal will do. This is what Macky Sall will do any day. As long as we let him. As long as we let him continue here for another 8 years. Just, yeah. Gendarmerie truck, everywhere Barres going, if he's going on his tours, all this is gendarmerie trucks, blue trucks, gendarmerie, blah, blah, blah. You go to State House, gendarmerie, da, 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 da. Where are the Gambian soldiers? I don't know. So the failure of this security sector reform has far-reaching consequences that we can even think about. You just have to sit and take your time and deeply contemplate upon it, and you will see that it's not just economic are staying another 2 years. No, it's deeper than that. Yeah, it is far, far deeper than that. Because any day, any moment they are staying here, I will do the same thing. Because I take it. That's why I always use myself as an example. What would I do? I will do the same thing. I will dig in my roots. You know, security, spies everywhere, security cameras, listening devices everywhere in State House, every hardware, even the bathroom, I'll put it there. Bedrooms, everywhere, I'll put it. So you as the president, anytime you pick up your phone, say hello, I'm in Senegal, chilling, in Dakar, listening to everything. Everything. Even in your private conversation, family, I know everything. What are you planning with your ministers, with your director of budget, with your blah, 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 with your GRA director, your taxes, your everything. Anything you discuss, I'm in Senegal. That's what I would do if I was Macky Sall. And who used to say that Macky is not doing that? I don't have any proof, but who, come on, man. Let's think. Use your brains. Any of you will do it. There's no country without secrets. You don't have a secret, you don't have a country. Sorry, my colleague just got here. You see what I'm saying? Yep, these are the facts. No country, no secrets, no country. It's like that. That's why I use an example of your own houses. Sit here, you and your wife, Anna Muso. Yeah, everything is outside. That marriage is gonna go down. Yeah. Marriage without secrets is over. Yeah, and the home is like basically, government is a microcosm of the home. It's the same concept. Every time you use your home as an example, you understand government more. Government have budgets, homes have budgets. Yeah, money comes in, the husband, whatever. They prioritize what goes to the kids' school, their health care. Are they going to buy Louis Vuitton bags every time? Or are they going to save up for a rainy day? Are they going to keep buying after every night? Or are they going to save money for their kids' school bags? When the kid gets sick, electricity, food, all of these things. You budget it, right? Yeah, money comes, you slash. It's government, it's the same thing. And in secrets, things happen. You and your cousin have problems. You and your wife's brother's not talking, one of your kids is on drugs, he smokes whatever, weed. You don't want your neighbors to know all that stuff, right? Yeah, there's good things, there's bad things. Everybody has them. We all have secrets. I myself sitting here, I have stuff that maybe if people know, they wouldn't look at me the same again. You too. Where's Gambia's secrets? Where's Gambia's national strategic classified informations? I don't think we have any. With Senegal all up in our nose. Mr. Yunus, you say, what about talking about today? Who are you calling your son? Can I hear with I have beef with your grandfather. You better chill. Anyway, yeah, I was just talking about, a whole bunch of stuff. You can listen later. You get a recap. But right now, I'm more talking about the just to recap, not lately, the implications of these economics extended stay. Economic, there's also the word of, but the Senegalese presence in our state house, close to our president, close protection, basically within our circle of power, and knowing everything about us, and our lack of credible national security secrets, because frankly, if they are in our president's bedroom, so there's no secrets, in my belief. So their extended stay here and the failure of the security sector reforms implications all the way down to the economy, to everything that makes us a country. National strategies, national development strategies, everything, all of these things can no longer be a secret, and no country can run or can operate successfully without having a firm hold on these issues as a national classified secret, from development to national security. And I don't believe right now we have any. This is my belief, this is my concern, and this is not even political. This is real. Anybody can, unless you bury yourself in the sand, anybody can take something from this, and think about it. That's why I asked a bunch of questions about it today. Yeah. I said, Mr. President, you take into consideration that the Gambia you will leave behind did not have any state secrets, no classified national security secrets, no classified strategic national development strategies, no competitive port, and surely no competitive advantage in the sovereign re-export trade market. This is what makes Gambia. So even you, Yunus Haidar, come today, want to implement all these lofty ideas, and and you're sitting in State House, and you say, Senegal knows. So you can yab and blah blah all you want. They will sabotage you. They will make sure that whatever you're doing, because if it's Gambia's national interest, economic interest, I would say, is somehow not going to favor Senegal that much. Yeah, but that is a fact. Look at us right now. You can't even take Mbous of Ataya or Sukuk to Senegal. But Senegal bring everything. They bring Dolima, the yogurt thing, yogurt, Dolima, chakri, everything. They bring Coke, they bring Sprite, they bring, what's it called again? My favorite drink, cocktail. They bring Inco. They bring everything. And we cannot even take a Sunday. Can you try to take it to take something to the border and say, I go to Senegal all the time. I'm always on the road. Try just even mint. Try to take it and see. Chocolate, they'll everything. Ovaltine. I go there, people there, family, is it my Ovaltine? Like how? If they see it on your packet, you are done. Ovaltine, one tin. Pig milk, take it and see. They'll confiscate everything and throw it away. They love our stuff, It's all my easy and my pig Ovaltine, easy. Well, they have their own Ovaltine they make. Even there's low quality, this hot chocolate nonsense, Senegalese, but nothing goes in. But they can bring everything to us. How do we regulate? How do we sit down and say, okay, no, this is against ECOWAS's, free trade, movement of trades, goods and trades and services. It's against the convention. But do we have a president that can stand up to Senegal and say, no, we don't? So that's a whole different topic. But yeah, these are the implications of it. So lastly, I just wanted to touch a little bit on, before I get out of here, I want to touch a little bit of my boy, Yakuba. Yes. I know I did first of all, before I go further, I want to apologize a little bit. I didn't think I did anything wrong at some point. But after the 𝒂𝒂𝒏 had concerns, I have people that approached and told me certain things. The way I was selling my candidate, this has to become a council. When Youngs came up with his intention to contest for the BAC chairmanship under UDP, I immediately came out and endorsed him and fought for him, sold him to the people, told the people what I know about him and why he is the right one. And I was aggressive, yes. I was unrelenting. I went hard on it to let people know that he is the right candidate, in my view. This was a new thing because in the past, UDP never had this opportunity, right? We went to do the primaries last time with Sidiq. There were some scuffles, fights here and there. Boom, he was selected. Boom. But this time it was different. This was the first time we were given an opportunity to months ahead or whatever, a few weeks ahead to everybody just put your name out there and then let the best guy win. We had 14 people who were vying for it. I had my guy. I have friends, people like Dr. Jammeh, was a friend. He told me about his candidacy before he launched it. He emailed me and I said, yeah, you're good to go. You're a good candidate. Add your name to the list, make it better. Youngs came later and I felt comfortable with Youngs and I went with Youngs. I never endorsed Doctor before. I encouraged him, of course, but my endorsement went to Youngs. 𝒂𝒐𝒊𝒏 was a good friend of my father. They went to a lot together. He's my father's host in New York when he goes there. All of these things is personal, but I went with my gut feeling, Youngs, and I went hard on him. Posted him all the time, every day, blah, blah, blah. This is Youngs, this is what he did before, this is what I know of him, this is why I think he's better. In that process, obviously, anytime you talk about your candidate in certain positive ways, it's natural that some people might not see it that way. They think, you're taking shots at them. When that was never my intention, and I want to apologize to everyone if I came across that way, like I'm taking shots. I never intended to take any shots at anybody, any other candidate. I was just selling mine the way I think I should sell it. Being, talking about him in the best way that I know and convincing people to give him, or the executive to give him a second look. So it didn't, so things happen. So we wish we hashed out a call and so I apologize if I ruffled any feathers or if I came across as aggressive or some people say arrogant. I don't think that was my intention. So yeah, but now that we're here, Youngs, since his selection, I didn't come out and say thank you. I thank you to everybody that put their voices out there, that pushed it, that called the executive and did their lobbying in any way possible that they did. I want to thank you guys. I think I've never done this for any candidate here. It's the first one, and I have my reasons. I told you those reasons. I believe he's a very good candidate, very quality candidate, an honest human being, a very well-mannered human being, very much measured. Often though, yes, we all have our shortcomings here and there. Yeah, but on an overall basis, he's a very good human being. Has empathy for poor people. He's from a very humble background himself too. Beat a lot of odds from Kafuta to Foni Primary School, Kafuta, all the way down to UK. Became a good lawyer, and yes, he has beat the odds. He came through tough times, so he knows the struggles of the people that he's gonna serve. That will give him a good perspective, so he wouldn't forget why he's there and what. Say now, Youngs will talk to you directly. It's gonna happen. This is just me. I'm just trying to slide it in there. Youngs will launch our campaign, the campaign soon. And there will be plenty more time that you will hear from him directly and his own biography from his own mouth, from the horse's mouth, I would say. So why is it important, for youngs, to have a guy like youngs in 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 Council? I wrote about it, but I will reiterate it again. I will highlight it again. I see BAC or 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 Council as basically as Gambia. It has almost 400,000 votes, close to 400,000 votes, a little less than that, but close. Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I hear what Musa said. I don't think that's what happened. I was not aggressive, not at all. I questioned something that was abnormal at the time, and it was addressed. I came back again. I said, okay, it was addressed. I was assured that it's gonna go the way we were told it was gonna go. So if you have a concern, you voice it out. I don't necessarily have to call or whatever. I voiced it out, and obviously it was trashed out. It was solved, and I came back again, made a post, said, okay, yes, I heard. They told me that this is fine. This is what we're gonna do it now, like the original plan, blah, blah, blah. And it was quashed. So there was no aggression. It was, you see something wrong, you voice it. That's what I did. I know we are not used to these things. It's the first time for many of us. So I'm not aggressive. I see something, I'm gonna talk about it, and we solve it. I was assured that it was okay, and we moved on. So that we leave it at that. Anyway, but yeah. So back to why I think youngs. BAC has, like I said, almost half of the country's votes. We have 925,000 votes, and they have about 380 something, almost 400,000. So that's half of the country right there, stretching from Kalaji to what? To right here, Bijilo. Right around the Senegal border. So that's a huge area, vast area with vast economic potential, from fishing to mining to trade to tourism, leisure, so many things. Basically, the entire country's economy, and the entire country's economy lies within this BAC region. And the UDP had this, the 5-point agenda. And having a guy like Yanks can help. It's not just UDP thing, but it can help the UDP at least implement most of those, because everything in that 5-point agenda, West Coast has what it takes to make that happen. It has fishing, it has mining, basically, it has trade. All these sectors that the 5-point agenda hit on, basically, it can be implemented in West Coast if we have the chance, and a guy like Yanks who believes in the UDP's ideals and principles, because he is one of us. He is, basically, since high school. He has a UDP DNA in him, and he will listen to our, basically our brain trust that we have in UDP. He can. I believe he can have the humility and the confidence in himself to listen to our experts also that we have in UDP that have worked in the IMFs and the World Banks and IDBs, ADBs and things like that. Their experience around the world that are now within the party, willing to give their experience to the party. I think Yanks can tap from them and not feel intimidated. Yanks can have I think he has what it takes to tap into all those resources and put BAC in a level where basically our 5-point agenda can come to life. And then the Gambians will see when UDP say 5-point agenda, this is the kind of development that we are talking about. Not just talk now, we can implement it. You can see it happening. Better service delivery, okay? Better better health facilities, road systems, tax collection, much more transparent tax collection, and then increase tax revenue, So all of these things I think can happen with BAC. We just need the right candidate, and I believe that this is why I was struggling for him. And I think it's very much possible that he can make us, help us get there. So the whole country, before the next elections, within 2-3 years or something, we'll start seeing what it actually means when we say the 5-point agenda. Because West Coast has it all. Everything that's within the 5-point agenda can be implemented if given the right candidate. So that's why I believe it's a huge opportunity, and I'm so glad that the party also saw it that way. And I think it's going to be a good thing. Yes, yeah, I'll come back later. So yeah, this is what I want to put out there. That I'm really happy that this decision was made, and I have all confidence that Youngs can definitely make that happen, and it will put the UDP on a very good pedestal. People will see what can be done if a whole country is given to us. I'm very much confident of that one. It's definitely not going to be a far cry from the failure that we saw in the past 5 years of Sidiq. I don't even want to waste my time talking about that one, because it's a lost cause. He himself knows that he's finished. He has failed, and his party knows it, and that's why they're struggling right now to find a candidate to field for BAC, with chaotic stuff happening. I don't know. Some say this, some say that. It'll be very difficult for them to come up with a credible candidate as we speak, because of the damage that Sidiq has done to their brand. So it's imperative that we have a robust, energetic guy like Youngs to come in and then show us massive contrast from what was and what could be, what the potential of BAC, how to untap it. It's huge potential, but we just need the right people to open it up so everybody can see. Exactly. So this is it. Like I said, I will apologize again for people that thought I was aggressive or otherwise. I was not. That was never my intention, and never my intention to denigrate any other candidate. In the art of, I'll give it an example. I spoke to one of the guys that on Facebook said something. I called him, and this guy had a good track record, and he worked one of the parastatals, and in the past last year or something, he did something. There was a potential for corruption that was in his department. So listen to this story very carefully. There was a potential for some kind of corruption that could have happened under him, and he could have made a lot of money if he accepted that deal. But he refused. He's a young guy. He refused the money, and then obviously he paid the price for it. Later on, he went to studies, blah blah blah. He even and pursued other things in life. But he took a stand that he could have made hundreds of thousands of dollars if he wanted to, just to make that deal happen, and he refused. He came out publicly and denounced that deal that they were trying to run. Okay, at his department. I don't want to mention him directly, but he knows himself. So I told him, I said, okay, Mr. So-and-so, let's look at it this way. If you were running for a position today in the UDP with other candidates, 10, 15, or 12 candidates, and I'm supporting you, the first thing I will try to do, and I will do it unapologetically, I'll come and say, you, Mr. X, Y, and Z, my candidate, Mr. X, Y, and Z, is somebody I can trust with money. Somebody I know would not squander our money at BAC. Somebody I know will stand up in the eyes of temptation, money temptation. When money comes his way, he has proven that he can say no. Because he's done it here. And he did this, is how he stood up when he was confronted with money, when he was confronted with making millions of dollars. He said no, and he looked at the best interest of the country. I said, if you were running as a unit or candidate, I will do that. I will come and say that. I said, but naturally, anytime I say that, somebody else will think they are the ones that might squander money. Because if I said, so and so will never take our money because of this, blah, 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 somebody naturally will see themselves in it. That's natural. I said, but it's not fair for me to also hide that information from people. They need to know, because we are being entrusted with money. So I came out and said, Youngs, blah, blah, blah. He has been entrusted with money before. In the past, he was never found one thing, even before GoFundMes were happening, back in the days when Facebook was barely even here. So I had to put out there. Somebody said, I made it look like other candidates squandered money or embezzled money or stole money. I said, no, I didn't even know these other candidates. I only know Youngs, 𝒂𝒂𝒏, the 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒏. These ones, I don't know. I don't know what they did. I don't know their professional records. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about my candidates' trustworthiness with money that I know. 3 years during the time I've dealt with him financially. He did the right thing. All of these things. That's what I should tell people. If it was anybody else that I'm endorsing, that's what I would say about you. That doesn't mean that I'm throwing stones at somebody else. Like I said, this was also something new for all of us. We have never gone through this as UDP. There's never a time that we put our candidates out there, everybody solo candidate. Never. First time. So I don't expect everybody to be, to be used to the system, to understand this how it works. So yes, I will apologize just for the, just to make things nice, but this is what I did. No intention of downgrading anybody or talking bad about anybody. No, I don't even know them. I know mine and I know what he did. That's what I sold to the people. That's what I aggressively went out there and then never, yes, every day, every 2, 3, 4 days, I'll put something. It's okay. If somebody else said something about, their candidate, this is what they did, I'm okay with that. I don't even want to, that's totally fine. I know what 𝒂𝒂💏, people like 𝒂𝒂💏 did. Yes, they struggled. He was beaten. His whole body was, I know. But so I'm never saying anything that's against anybody or any other candidate. So that was out there, and like I said, all I could say is yes, I sold mine, but that's about it. I didn't have any ill intentions or malice towards any other candidate. It was nothing personal. It was just me saying my candidate, I think, is better because of this, and that, and that. So when it comes to the issue of, yes, I tagged the selection committee, no, it didn't happen like that. That was simplistic. I could explain, but I don't think this, I would want to do more time on that. I've talked to the people that they were concerned, and I think they understand. So, yeah, that's it. I know it's a long time now I've been here, so I hope this was helpful to the listeners, and it was worth your time. It's a new year again. I want to wish you all a prosperous 2023. May we all have the fortitude to withstand the challenges that are coming. It's not going to be easy. There's a lot of things that are wrong here. A lot of things that needs fixing. And we have a democracy to also safeguard and be vigilant. What happened to 𝒂𝒏 is not going to be the last one. It's going to happen again and again and again. They'll keep trying and trying and trying. It's up to us to stay vigilant and stay, resolute and say, no, we are not going back to fear. We are not going back to intimidation. But yeah, it's not going to happen by laying down and just wishing it happens. It's going to happen by people making their voices heard and, and speaking up, even if the person is not on the same political party with you. Yeah, this is it. This is how this is all we got left. Our democracy, our yeah, I understand, Fender. That's okay. I get what you're saying. That's over now. It's been over. You know, we move on. Okay, I've talked about this now. I think, you know, we hashed it out, and I've talked to some of the people that were concerned, and we are okay. We're good. It's like I said. That's what I said the other day. Democracy is messy. It's loud. It's a sausage. The process is always going to be, you know, yeah, it is what it is. But we move on. UDP should know that too. Yeah. All right. So I guess I'll call it a day. Go to the, maybe go to the beach or something and enjoy my New Year's holiday. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, exactly. So learn a step. We'll be fine. Inshallah. Thank you guys. Allah barakah back. We'll link up another time. All right. Benito.